around. Come on, turn around. There you go. Hey guys. Sorry, trying to get my phone to cooperate. There we go. Now, welcome in everybody. Hello, good to see y'all. Today I got a little bit of everything. I've got my normal minis and smalls. Alexa, lower the volume. Um, and welcome in everybody. And I've got some, not minis, but still small stuff. And yeah, got a lot of neat stuff to show y'all. So, and I do have a pre-bid. So y'all know, the stuff that's in the my shop and that's in the bin is also, I run antique glass, vintage glass, rusty crusty, that kind of stuff as well. So you'll see a bunch of stuff that's maybe not many, so it's in the bin in the auction. They are available for sale. So take a look if y'all are into that kind of stuff. And I'm going to give y'all just a real quick scan of all the stuff I've got, and I've got some crazy stuff today. And then I've got one pre-bid on a beautiful antique clock. So here we go. Like I said, we got some stuff today. Um, these are the bigger, so these are not minis, but they're small-ish. I'm going to give y'all just a quick rundown here. That is miniature chicken wire. Antique doorknobs. I used to do a lot of antique furniture restoration, so I have a lot of salvage stuff and things like that. So these are kind of the larger items, and I'll show you all the minis. And I do have a bunch of stuff that's coming in. I was hoping it'd be in today, but it'll probably be in later today and then some tomorrow. So just giving you all a quick scan of what is in today. These are the larger things. There's a bunch of matchbox cars. That's a John Deere tractor. Now moving on to the minis and the smalls. And I also have a lot of Beanie Babies and plush toys that I don't really collect them, but I had a chance to get them, so I did. And I'll go through all this again and do pulls if anybody wants to see anything. Just showing y'all a little bit of what I got today. Oops, somebody's here. I think that's my poor mail lady who's picking up a ton of packages from me. She's gonna hate me. That's a flip-flop and a cloche, and that is a leprechaun with his shamrocks and a cloche. Alright, now moving on. I do have some wades, and I have more wades that are coming. I have about 4 or 5 left, but I've got 4 or 5 more coming. Welcome in, everyone. Scan, kind of show everybody what I've got today. And I've tried to group everything kind of, I had them all over the place, and it just got to where trying to find stuff. And I have a bunch more cats coming too. Should be today. It got to where I couldn't find anything, so I went there and I redid everything, and now it's a bit more where if somebody says, do you have, I kind of know the area to go look and say, yeah, I do have an owl. Yeah, I do have a mermaid. Yeah, I do have this, that, and the other, swan. And spell your names in wooden beads. These are all the mini books, which a lot were made into movies. For those of y'all that are new to me, I also work in the movies, so I've worked on 2 of those movies. We have some crawfish, Mardi Gras crawfish. This little thing's adorable. It's a redneck wind chime, and they're all beers. I do have a lot of beads today, and I'll have a lot more later. I do have these are real peacock feather eyes, and for those of y'all that are new to me, I do have a peacock. You'll hear him periodically. His name is Indy. He's about 20 years old, and he was born here on the farm. I live on the farm in the middle of the woods, so my Wi-Fi is never the best, so it may lag on me periodically. All right. So we're just scanning some of the stuff. I've still got a bunch of holes that I need to go through and fill up with more stuff. It's just the time. We did back-to-back shows for about 3 days last week. On top of, I'm also a photographer. On top of me shooting a concert Saturday, which was a lot of fun, but it's a lot of work. So I've been busy. All right. So now y'all kind of have an idea of the stuff that's available today. And I guess I'm going to go ahead and let me get everything set here. I'm trying to do this on my phone, and let's see. I'm trying to do this on my phone, my computer. Here we go. So I have a pre-bid on this, and we certainly don't want to do it for 30 seconds. And I wanted to show y'all. So this is a pre-bid. This is out of my bin. And of course, it's one of my, my larger pieces and the pieces that I sell in my vintage glass and salvage and just vintage stuff. So it's a beautiful, she's large. It's a beautiful Schropp's clock. It does have its winder key, and I've actually wound it, and it does work. Now let's see, I can make it noise. Anyway, there we go. I have not conditioned the wood. I'm leaving that for whoever gets it. I've had it for probably about 20 years. It's missing a little spindle here, the little small. I think it looks like it's an East Lake to me, and probably you could probably put a crown up there if you wanted to. But she's pretty. She's old, so we're going to start her since I have a pre-bid on her, and then we'll move on to the minis. I guess I should point the camera at her while I'm running her. All right. And she's running. And Donnie is realizing what a steal that is. And Donnie, if you're in here, yay, and you unlocked Beanie. So if you're in here, make sure you use those coupons. All right. Now, moving on to the minis, which is why most of y'all are here. So if you see something as I'm scanning, let me know, and I'll be happy to pull it. No obligation to buy. This is actually kind of a teaser. He's in need of repair, which I'm going to fix him. That is an antique brass crawfish, and he's kind of as a teaser in here right now because he has to go to the hospital and get it fixed. Those things are worth a lot of money. Let's see, my connection is poor. There we go, get out of the way. So I have the little buckets here. This is a cute little outhouse. We have the antler balls, 2 of those. I think this is a plant keeper, I think is what they call it. I don't know, it's ceramic. I do have some Mardi Gras mask. Hello, Patty. Hello, Jessica. Cricket. Bailey. Welcome in, everybody. Lori. Hello, Lori. Got some crazy stuff today. Cute little barn. This guy is adorable. So this is salt and pepper shakers, and he holds them on they're saddlebags, and he holds them. And if anyone's interested in him, I will run him for $9. This is a real alligator head. Poor alligator. I don't know if you can tell. The eyes in this thing are red. Let's see if you can tell. Maybe not. But it is a real preserved alligator. He's a baby alligator. Poor thing. He is real. This little thing is kind of cute. He's a wizard, and he's holding a scroll. I just found him. So these are the bigger things. If y'all see something you want me to pull, let me know. This is mini chicken wire. And what I'll probably do is I'll probably run it 3 foot for $1. I'll measure it out, 3 foot for $1. Let me rephrase it. $1 for a foot. Cheese and Pete's. 1 foot for $3. Good Lord, you can tell it's Monday. Anyway, it's really cute if you do crafts and things like that. Those are antique doorknobs that I've salvaged. This is a piece of carved marble or something. I'm not sure what this is, but it's beautiful. It's a flower, and we have a leaf. All right. Beautiful hand-painted porcelain stuff. That thing is gorgeous. It's gold. And I'll show you all the minis because I know that's probably what y'all are more interested in. Alright, so if you see something, let me know. And if not, I'll just periodically pull some stuff. It's a little chandelier. Now this is, it's metal. It's not plastic. This is carved, I can't tell if it's an angel or a rabbit. It's carved out of alabaster. This is a little hanging, it's called a redneck wind chime. And if you're looking at the bottom, look at the bottom, they're all beer. These are little miniature porcelain vases. This one those are porcelain flowers. The other one, I put some little silk flowers, but the flowers are porcelain on that one. And a little mini kangaroo. The Beanie Babies and other plush toys. Jack Sparrow. I still have his original box he came in. Those angels in the back, I have their boxes. Miniatures. We got the little mom and daughter shelf sitter. And I had 2 of these, and I saw one last week. If y'all see anything you want me to pull, let me know. Okay, moving over here. I'll try to get y'all close without losing my Wi-Fi. It's a little kind of top hat. That's a flop in a cloche. Leprechaun in a cloche. Just, oh dear, you can tell it's Monday now. I've forgotten what the heck they're called. I had a blue haired. I need to get some more of those. The troll. Thank you. That's what it is. The troll. This is a nice little piece of my little artwork that I have. We have a cloche with some seashells. That's a marble, and it's a little dolphin. Then moving over here. Welcome in, everybody. We've got some grapes. This is kind of the food section. Try to keep it where I know where things are. Down here, this is off of a chandelier. They're real popular down here in the South. We've got some fleur-de-lis, of course, me being from Louisiana. That's a miniature antique perfume bottle. We have the minis for the dollhouses. We've got the food. Oh, good. I just got a notification that my poor mail lady just picked up all those packages, and I had a ton of them from over the weekend. A little owl. This mermaid is awesome. Those are pearls all over her. Then moving up, we have the classic roosters. This is a swan trinket dish. She does open. These things are cool. These are little tiny newspapers, and they're all New York Times. And this one, those two are flat, but this one opens. And you can actually read it if you got really good eyes. We got a little miniature brass alligator. And all the owls. Y'all let me know if you want me to pull anything, guys. Got the dogs. Those are brass up there. So the last two cats I had, or last few cats I had, but I have more coming hopefully today. That's an Avon cat. We got frogs for days. That's a brass frog. Hedgehogs. The white Yorkie. Yes, you sure can. That's ceramic. Or porcelain. Okay. Oh, check this out. Look at what I found. That's a Mickey Mouse watch head, or watch, without the band. That's a flock rabbit next to it. Got a herd of horses. Right, moving on, we got all the teddy bears. And some polar bears. More bears. Elephants. Sold a bunch of elephants last show. So I'm going to be trying to find some more. Coming down here, we have it's a hand-painted vase, little hand-painted cups. Gotta get some. Those are plastic, so I'd run the whole group probably for $3. Those little white things there, but they look really great on a shelf. A little heifer calf. These are all ceramic. They're not plastic. They're all hand-painted ceramic. I have a whole bunch of them that I need to probably separate so you can see them better. Those are hand-painted plates and cups. Tons of the loose books, and these are they're not like the main titles like the ones I had that I'll show you here in a minute. So they're filler books for bookcases, and I sold the only bookcase that I had last week, so now I've got to get another one. This is a little container full of feathers. This is a little jar at the top, and it's full of wooden beads, vintage wooden beads. It's a little glass container, and it's full of vintage beads also. Then I do probably like 5 seashells or such for $5. I have these are the peacock feather eyes from Indy, my peacock. He will be shedding here very soon. The last of my skeleton keys, they bought me out last show. That's handmade. Now these are awesome. I scored a whole bunch of vintage jewelry. And these are some pendants and some different things with Playboy Bunny that I was able to salvage. We've got a heart that says Patricia. We have a K, an F, another K. So those are kind of cool. There's some ballerina shoes and some um, baby shoes. We have some Mardi Gras crawfish. This is a baby's first teeth, hair, etc. That's handmade too. This is I cannot sew, but whoever did this is handmade. It's very well done. I'm going back to the books. Okay, so I worked on the original Maze Runner. If you watch the movie at the very end at the credits, you'll see location manager Bonnie Marquette. That was me. And then I also worked on Breaking Dawn, the Twilight series 1 and 2. And if you watch the credits for that, it'll say Boone Marquette because they misspelled my name. Hey, what can you do? Okay, so we're going to run this little puppy dog and see if somebody wants him, and then I'll do some randoms unless y'all want me to pull stuff. So here's a little Scotty dog. He is, and he will start at 5. He is 2 inches tall. And if y'all were in my last show, let's see here. Let me pull this up. I have a good Lord, I can tell it's money. I have a farm. My farm is full of animals. And last show, my ducks decided that they wanted to take over the show. They pretty much did. But I have fixed that problem. So there will there will not be a duck invasion today. Thank goodness. So, all right, this is for the Scotty dog. Make sure that's set. And the little Scotty dog is running. All right. Thank y'all for looking at him. Let's see. Let me pull some stuff. See if I can get y'all interested in anything. How about for you mini lovers? How about some bread in a basket? Let me know what y'all are looking for, and I will see if I have it. I'll do this one at 3. I do have a lot of new stuff, and I'm getting more stuff in too. All right, thank you for looking at that. Hello for the love of toil. Hello, Krista and Bush Beans. Y'all looking for anything in particular today? I'm just going to do some randoms unless somebody has requests, and I'll see if I have them. All right, let me see. We're going to do something fun here. I got these in New Orleans. This is a Mardi Gras mash, y'all. For those of y'all that have heard of Mardi Gras, now it's it's plastic. It's not a ceramic mask, but it is from New Orleans. These are real feathers. They make these and sell them in New Orleans, and they're fun to put on. I did a Mardi Gras Christmas tree one year, Mardi Gras theme, and that was a lot of fun. So this will be for the mask. For this mask, I have more, and it's running. All right, thank y'all for looking. Any requests? What are y'all looking for? What can I do for y'all? What can I get y'all? I got a lot of stuff. All right, I'm gonna do this. What did I do? Here it is. I'm in tight quarters here. So this is a jar. This is the top of it. Got the little butterflies on it. And this is a jar. Like I said, I got a bunch of vintage jewelry, and I'm starting to kind of disassemble them and salvaging what's in them. And these are all vintage wooden beads. If anyone's interested in this, Billy the Comic Preacher. Great name. Okay, and she's running. For all the beads in the jar. All right, thank you for looking. Any request? Anything y'all looking for? How about an Indy feather? It's a real peacock feather. It's the eye off of a long peacock feather. This is from my peacock. His name is Indy. Oops. And no, I do not pluck my peacock. He drops his feathers every year. Vintage blocks or letters. I think I probably have plenty of those. Let me go ahead and run this. I'll show you what I have. Okay, thank you for looking at Indy's feathers. Now, what I have in the way of blocks and letters, yeah, I'd love to find a brass hot air balloon. I had these are wooden beads. They're printed on all four sides. I have those, and what I do is I put them on toothpicks, on the long toothpicks, and you can put them. See, I've done my name. So I have those, and I do have a few Scrabble pieces, the vintage Scrabble pieces. And that's what I have. I don't have any like big, you have those, okay. I don't have anything big, like the big block numbers. Um, so probably the closest thing I have is going to be the round wooden letters. And I have plenty of those. But I'm not sure what size you're looking for. So, let me do a bigger. Okay. I'll keep my eyes out because, I mean, you know, I never know what I'm going to find. Ever. I mean, it's crazy. Sometimes I walk into these antique stores and stuff, and it's like, oh my God. And actually, tomorrow I'll be headed. I will look for you because tomorrow we have an antique store here in St. Francisville, and they're starting to carry a lot of vintage minis. And but they're closed today, so I plan on going tomorrow, and I will most definitely look for you and see if I can find. Is there a letter in particular you're looking for if they have them? Or just different ones? All right, welcome in everybody. The tall wood blocks. No letter in particular. Okay. I'll see if they've got some. And if I find some, I'll definitely grab some for you. Like I said, it'll be tomorrow because they're closed today. They were closed for the 4th. These are the a few wades that I have. I do have more wades coming. And I have more cats coming. They should be here any minute. And then I'll haunt that store and see what I can find. The cats have been very popular for me lately. I mean, I've been selling those suckers left and right. People are cat crazy. I have 4. I have 3 barn cats and an indoor cat who's about 20 something. I have a bunch of old critters. Everybody says that I run the retirement home for animals. This is hand painted. This little egg here. Pretty little thing. This is handmade. This is an Avon cat, and it's marked. I've got frogs and hedgehogs. These, they're realistically painted fish. They're kind of cool. Welcome in. We're doing a quick scan. See if you see anything that you like, that you'd like for me to pull and show. I love turtles. This is a piece that I'm not sure what it's made out of, but it was on a bracelet, and it's from the Bahamas, and I know because I bought the bracelet when I took a trip to the Bahamas about, 17, 18 years ago. It's a nice piece. I don't wear the bracelet anymore, so I took the turtle off. Oh, and I also have some dollhouse furniture coming that should be today, I hope. Everything just kind of, the whole weekend was kind of crazy with the 4th. Everybody, no mail, no shipping, no this, no that. It was a little nuts. If you see anything you want or you'd like for me to pull, let me know. This guy is, let's see, no, he's plastic. This guy is ceramic. This guy is ceramic. The little blue ones are, I think, erasers. That little blue one right there that's next to the purple one, he's a glower. I think it's a 3D printed, but he's a glower. Now, this is some of the stuff off of the vintage jewelry that I got. And the last of my little mini skeleton keys. I need to get some more, I guess. I sold all my vintage skeleton keys last show. I have the shells and the sand dollars, which I pull and I run, Um, I'll run them in groups. These are vintage wooden beads. It's a handmade first hair lock and first tooth. Then we've got the antique door pulls. These are all ceramic. These are wooden. These little wooden bowls and pots and pan things. This is miniature chicken wire, which is great for crafts and if you have a country style vignette or something to use. Those are, this is actually, it's handmade. Thank you. These are they're real reed, I guess you would say. And these little things are resin. This vase is ceramic or porcelain. So if you see anything you like, let me know. These little things are cool. I had two. I saw one last show. They work. They're the real thing. I keep one in my truck. They go to a foot. They're great for measuring minis and things like that. And keep them on your keychain. Those are all magnets. This is a hen on the nest magnet that got moved over somehow. There we go. The last of my thimbles. I'll probably get some more tomorrow because that antique store usually has a pretty good supply. I do have a few of these. These are the little miniature bandanas, like you see when I'm displaying something. Have all of that. Matchbox cars, if anyone's interested in them. I don't collect them, but I had a chance to get them, so I got them. So now I have a complete garage of them. Hopefully I will find a buyer that's looking for them. And I have the miniature dominoes. This is cool. This is a John Deere tractor replica. I actually had, and it rolls. I actually have a John Deere here on my farm that I inherited from my dad, but it's not, it's obvious, it's a real one. So it's obviously bigger than that, but it's not that big in real life. It's a different model. There's a Smurf mobile. Some salt and pepper sugars. Another little jar that I need to put something in. Those are hand spun angels. Back up there, the glass. Those are all ceramic. Welcome in, everybody. We're doing a quick scan. Some seashells in a cloche, a marble in a cloche, a dolphin in a cloche, the pin that says it all. It's a little miniature artwork. Some little dinosaurs. Nutty Butts Nurse, those are cute. 3 wooden hearts tied with a bow. We got the yellow-haired Smurf. I'll probably get some more of those tomorrow. I have a place that I get them. That's a little leprechaun with a shamrock behind him. That is a jewel-encrusted flip-flop in a cloche. Ceramic old, I think that's either a refrigerator or stove. I'm not sure, but it's ceramic. Little cactus. And these are different various animals with some of my weights. What I mainly collect, honestly, is animals. Living on a farm, and I was a vet tech for a long time. Oh, I'm freezing. There we go. So my biggest things is animals. That's mainly what I like, and that's mainly what I try to collect. But I do collect other things, and I'll have, like I said, I have some dollhouse furniture coming in. Hopefully today. I got to see what it looks like. Okay, moving on. Ah, Christian, you unlocked beignet. Great, go you. You've got coupons up there, huh? Make sure you use them. This is ceramic hand painted. This is gorgeous. It's porcelain, and this thing it's exquisite. If you're into the Oriental stuff, that's all hand painted with gold. I'll see something you want me to run, let me know. I'll be happy to run it. This is porcelain, ceramic. It's porcelain with those little flowers. This little guy is adorable. This is a salt and pepper shaker. The salt and pepper shakers are his saddlebags. So there's the pepper, and of course the other side is the salt. And this is, I believe, a key holder, a little rocking horse key holder. I think that's what I used it for. That's a Mariner Fall sun catcher. It's really pretty. So you can tell I also did collect a lot of Western farm and horse motif type of things. It's a little outhouse. That is a 1 foot long crawfish, brass crawfish. He's very old. I've got to do a little work on him, but he will probably be in my show Thursday. We're going to do Rusty Crusty. This is a real alligator head. There's a real teeth. They're sharp. Poor little alligator. He wasn't that old, but and then they put red eyes in him. Oh, LA Bayou Nurse. I have something I want to show you. Not sure if you're interested, but I want to show this to you. I have these two. I saw these and I thought about your name. I was going to be in here. Yeah. You probably have nurse stuff coming out your behind, huh? I mean, I know it's like me with horses. I have so much horse stuff, it's ridiculous. This is metal. This candelabra. It's not plastic. This little thing says Redneck Wind Chime, and the chimes are all beer bottles. Okay, well, if you don't see anything right now that strikes your fancy, I guess I'll probably run a few things. And I know it's Monday and it's after the 4th of July, and which you need a Mardi Gras crawfish. I have 3 different styles. I've got the jester. I've got the one with the traditional Indian mask, like we wear with beads. And then this guy, I thought maybe the mask was broke, but it's not. It's supposed to be like that. It's like a half Mardi Gras. I mean, half Indian mask. I don't know. Anyway, you want me to run one of those or all of them? There'll be 3 each. Okay. They're cute little things. The thing is, I guess, guys, you'd have to be from Louisiana to understand. Probably $3 each. Nothing crazy. Now, if you like crawfish, he's not. I'm not running him yet because I got to find an old screw. One of his screws got loose. I know how that feels. I have little screws all over the place. But this is a 1 foot long brass crawfish. They're pretty hard to find, and I've had him for a long time, and I decided to go ahead and put him in the cell. But I've got him. He's in the hospital right now. Yeah, he's cool. And I got a little outhouse too. Okay. Well, let's run these little crawfish. Yeah, he's one of those things that, in Louisiana, somebody walks in your house and sees a foot long crawfish, brass crawfish sitting there, and they're like, dang, that's impressive. All right, we'll do the one with the full Indian mask and the beads. Oh, here, let me take him off that so you can see him. They're cute little things. Okay, let's see here. Let me get to the right price. All right. And this one's running. I think they have smiley faces. I don't know. But I mean, the crawfish isn't going to be smiling right before you eat him. All right. And LA Bayou Nurse, you got that one. And then we'll do, this is the one, I like these. This is the one with the jester hats. The ones you see down there, like, who is it that does the jester hats? It's not Zulu, they're Indians. I have a lot of friends that ride in the Zulu parade. And man, their stuff is just crazy pretty. Crazy, crazy pretty. This one's running. Hulu, stop. Sorry, my puppy's tearing up something. All right, you got that one. And then the last one, the last style that I have, That's actually kind of cool. They did the eyes on him. Oh, and they did the beak. Okay, that's cool. Pretty detailed, little crawfish. And this will be the last one. People will be like, "Where did you get those?" Like, this crazy woman that lives in the middle of the woods. Oh, I'm in St. Francisville, by the way. All right, nurse, you got that one. So, this crazy woman that lives in the middle of the woods in St. Francisville uh, has all these animals. Okay. Well, since I had it pulled, I'm gonna go ahead and run. I thought this thing was really pretty. We all see a lot of blue crabs here. Welcome in, everybody. Oh, you go through go through here all the time? Oh, well, let's see. If that's the case, if you go through here, whatnot says you have 7 days. I was gonna say because you could do local pickup and then you wouldn't have to pay for any kind of shipping. Depends on how soon you go through here. Anyway, just something to consider. So this is it was a little brooch. Now, if it was me, I would probably just clip that off and let this sit. It does make a nice kickstand. Good Lord, it's Monday. So this is running. If you can see, he's pretty, isn't he? He's got the little rhinestones, and you got that one. And then um, somebody requested the Scotty dog. I don't know if it was too big or what, but so I pulled it, which is there's no obligation to buy. So I'll go ahead and run him again, and I'll see if I've got anything else. But yeah, you might consider you know to do it right. You go to wallet and turn on local pickup. Because I always have local pickup on my shows, and then we could figure it out. And that way you don't have to pay for my mini Piro. Where in the world do you find a mini Piro? Oh my gosh, I'd love to find one of those. Would love to. I sold, and I think I'm out of them now. I don't think I have any more, but I had some glowing shrimp that were awesome that I sold last show. Um, are you in the market for any fleur de lis? Because, honey, I got fleur de lis for days. Oh, you had it. Oh, okay. Cool. All right, well, I'm going to show these fleur de lis. Might as well just make it a Louisiana show. I thought this one was beautiful. I'm showing a couple of these different ones. Let's see if anyone's interested in these. Okay. So check this out. And for y'all that aren't from Louisiana, you'd have to understand fleur de lis are like I have 3 of them on my body right now. They are we're fleur de lis crazy here. Everything has fleur de lis. And that's a pretty little pendant. Okay. All right. If you're not into fleur de lis, how about a Playboy bunny? And at first I thought, oh gosh, he's missing a little rhinestone. But then I realized he's not. That's his eye. Oh gosh, I sold some. I think I sold my last one. I had some finials, and I had I had some finials. I had some um, book holders, and I had a door stopper, fleur de lis finials, the cast iron, are gorgeous. But I think I sold. me run this little, let me look real quick. I think I sold them all. Yeah, I think I sold all my fleur-de-lis. But what I will have in my Thursday show, which you might be interested as well, I'm going to have some corbels. I have 2 sets of corbels, not terribly old, but I do have an antique one that I may consider running. I don't know yet. But if you like corbels, I'm going to have some wooden corbels. All right. So this is for the little sand dollar in the gold color. Welcome in, everybody, because that's how we are. I'm also going to probably have a bunch of Louisiana cookbooks. No country roads. The only country, or is it country roads? I can't remember now. But the old cookbooks that all of my, hello, C majors, all of our mothers and grandmothers had and all that. I have all of theirs, so I won't sell those. But I have other Louisiana cookbooks also that I'll probably put them in the bin. Okay. And we'll do another quick scan. Yeah, Docs, I'll fix y'all. Y'all can't come in here anymore. Okay. Oh, they're warming too there. If y'all see anything, know anybody named Patricia, I have a heart with her name on it. Some Calvin Klein rivets. So if you see anything you'd like me to run, let me know. I can spell names or words or whatever you like. Those are wooden blocks, or like wooden beads. I do the books usually 10 for $3. These are plastic, so they would all run together, this whole set right here. These are hand painted, and they're ceramic. All of this is hand painted and ceramic. All those plates, I need to take them out there and separate them so I can see them. Hand painted cups. I don't have a lot of religious stuff. If y'all are looking for that, those are wood. These little things there. This poor little frying pan sitting out here by itself. Moving on to the animals. Got the polar bears, the teddy bears. If y'all see anything you want me to run, let me know. Got the herd of horses there. Those are metal. We've got a Mickey Mouse watch. And it's got all the signage and everything on the back of it. Rabbits. Anybody's into hedgehogs? Got hedgehogs. I don't know what that is. I think that's a mole. I don't know what it is. Hedgehog with mushrooms on it. Bears. That's a polar bear on a pull toy. I'm not sure. I think that's a dog. I'm not sure what this is. No, it's a bear. Hey, blah, blah. Good to see you again. Doing a quick scan of some of the little minis. And then I've got bigger stuff. Anybody in frogs? Got a good bit of frogs. This is that's brass. That's a bulldog. And got a wiener dog, and it looks like a Snoopy dog to me. I'm not sure what that is. I have 2 cats, but I have more coming because I sold almost every one of my cats last week. The glowing is this one. He's a little bitty thing, but I'm gonna tell you what. You can hit him with a 395. You don't even need a 365, but you put him under a 395. I mean a 365, and yeah, he's gorgeous. You want me to run him? Or I will. You don't have to. And he's a mini. He's a little bitty thing, and he glows his behind off. I love putting him next to my glower plates, which I have behind me. If you like glower plates, I got some glowers behind me. And some old pieces that I found out. I have a few weights here. I had the ones that glow the green, like everybody loves the uranium. They're newer. Hey, Bearded Dragon. Um, the ones that glow more of a yellowish color, like a green yellow, are older. And I didn't realize it, but I had quite a few of them. So I put them in my lower area. So this is just a quick scan of some stuff that I have. These little cloches, that's a marble. I don't know if that thing glows or not. You know what? I'm gonna pull it and see. I don't know if that marble glows. It might. Beanie babies. Y'all know anybody looking for some? Let me know or send them my way, because I don't collect them, but I ended up finding them, so I got them. I have the Western motif going on over here. And we have the fine China hand-painted stuff down here. These are ceramic, these little baskets. This little thing is cute. This, I think it's handmade, but it opens. Whoops. It's got a magnetic lock on it. There we go. But it opens. This is from Avery Island, I think. No, New Iberia. And it's got the matching saucer, but they're from that set's from New Iberia, Louisiana. Porcelain vases. That one has porcelain flowers on it. I have my beautiful dolphins that nobody seems to want, which are gorgeous, hand-blown glass. Yeah, the redneck wind chime is adorable. Redneck wind chime, and then it's all beer cans. I'll run it for you. I thought it was so cute. I'm trying to peek in when I can. Oh, thank you, blah blah. Your stuff went out today. Yeah, because I couldn't ship Saturday because it's 4th of July, so everything went out today. Soon. So this is the new stuff. This little can is cute, little miniature can. This is miniature chicken wire. This is a bunch of stuff that I've either pulled or had. Salt and pepper shaker, and the salt and pepper shakers are his saddle bags. One little chip here on his ear that I noticed. And then I have Mardi Gras mask. And a monster crawfish that I'm probably not selling right now. He's really here as a tease. And a little outhouse. And a barn. And antler balls. And this is a plant keeper thing. It is. Okay. So I will run these things. Oh, I need to get my light to show you that glower. We'll see if that little... Alright. We'll see if that this little marble glows. I don't know if it does or not. And I've got so many lights on in here. will be hard to see, but we'll try. Alright. So, yeah, you see what I mean? It's almost blowing him out here. I mean, he glows his behind off. There we go. Now you can see him. Let me see if it's more. I don't think the marble's a glower. Oh, maybe. Hang on. Get that out of the way. Oops. It might be a cadmium glower. Yeah, I guess it is. So it does glow. I'll be darned. Okay. I always wondered about it, but I just hadn't had a chance to look. Okay, so we're gonna run the little miniature elephant. It's so cute. And he glows his behind off. Alright. Welcome in, everybody. If y'all are looking for anything in particular, let me know. So since he glows, he is a $5. And he is running. Oops. Nice little eyes, little beady eyes. And Patty got that one. He's adorable. Okay. And next, since I got it right here, I'll go ahead and run this little marble, which we now know is a glower. Everybody wants it. And then I'll run the redneck wind chime. But yeah, I believe that is cadmium. You never know with these things. Maybe interesting. Okay. So since I didn't know that was a glower, I'm going to run that one for 3. The cloche. It kind of looks like it, doesn't it? It kind of looks like the cloche glows, but the cloche is new. I mean, so. But the marble, I think, is cadmium. Yes, it's glass. Yeah, all my little cloches are glass. Whoops. With cork bottoms. But yeah, they're glass. They're not plastic. Okay. So now we have, which is just, it's a southern thing. Y'all have to, I don't know if I can get this to focus on it. Oh, let me turn my lights back on. Maybe y'all can see it better. There you go. So this is for the redneck wind chime with the beer bottles. Now that one, I'll go ahead and run it. I was going to run it for more, but I'll go ahead and run it for 5. Okay. And it's running. That'll be another one. You can put them by the pea row and the crawfish. And people will be like, where did you get that? Well, this crazy woman that I saw on Whatnot selling weird stuff from Louisiana. Where do you live? Bayou Nurse? What area? Lava Chicken. What a funny name. Are you close to me, or my cousin's a nurse? Oops, stay there. Northeast. Daughter's in NOLA. Oh, okay. Well, then you can get all the Mardi Gras mask and let's see, Northeast. So like Monroe, somewhere around in there, close to Natchez. Yeah, Natchez is right below me. Yeah, if you like I'm in between Baton Rouge and Natchez, so either way is about, depending on where you're going. Baton Rouge is crazier, but it's about 30, 45 minutes to Baton Rouge, depending on where you're going. It's about 30 minutes for me to Natchez, because I actually live above St. Francisville, almost to the Mississippi line. So It's a quick hop for me. Either way, and or in the country, 45 minutes is considered uh, no problem at all. That's considered close. All right. Let's see if anybody's interested in my little leprechaun man here. Baton Rouge in the house. I grew up in Baton Rouge. Um, born at sorry, born at the old Baton Rouge General, and lived in Cedar Crest most of my life, childhood to teenage. Went to Broadmoor Junior and then Terra High School. Long time ago in the 80s. Rating. Oh, thank you, C. Giblet. Welcome in. Uh, the Patty, the porcelain flowers are with the vase. They're part of the vase. I need to get some. Hi, thank you. Let me read your profile. Please go follow her. Her name is Kathy with a C. Maryland Transit, moved to Northeast Florida. Prolific borrower, all things vintage. Now I moved to way too much stuff. Yep. Time to pare down collections. Frozen Charlotte's, $20 trinket, tooth fairy boxes, flower frogs, Christmas ornaments, Grateful Dead. Oh, my daughter would love you. Classic rock, yes indeed. We just did an 80s rock show a couple weeks ago. All right, I'm bookmarking your shows. Done. And I'm following you. Thank you so much for the raid. And y'all go please follow her. She got some pretty cool stuff. I need to check all that out. Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Oh, Peacock's in the chat. Whenever we get a raid or somebody buys something or something exciting happens, whatever. I do Peacock's in the chat since I have a peacock. I'm surprised he hasn't been yelling yet. Okay, let's see. I hope I'm not freezing on y'all. All right, we're gonna run this little my little leprechaun here. See if anybody's interested in him. I can get my phone to focus on him correctly. That's my ducks outside, guys. All right, thank you for looking at him. All right, let's run the troll. Troll with the yellow hair. Like I said, I had a blue one and I sold him. I need to get some more. So he will be $3. Welcome in, everybody. I'm just doing some random pulls here. Let me know what y'all are looking for. Oh yeah, I gotta show this. The nostalgia. Well, yeah, as old as I am, everything's nostalgic these days. I know, right? When I first saw those, when I first I saw him because I'd never seen any this small, and then I saw the one with the blue hair. So I got the yellow hair and the blue hair, and there was I think a pink or something, and but I'd never seen them this small, and it's like my God, I haven't seen those in 40 years, 50 years. So okay, so this is for the look, he's shedding. This is for the flip flop and a cloche for pink. I will look. The place where I got them, I'll try to get to tomorrow and see if they have any pink-haired trolls. Okay, thank you for looking at the flip flop. Do y'all have any requests of something that you would like to see? You looking for particular animals or things or food or stuff of that nature? Let's see here. I have a lot of Western and rustic stuff today. If anyone's looking for that. Okay, if not, I'll do a quick scan for new people that came in. And I'll be getting, yes, I will show you. They're beautiful. Now they will run, let's see. Okay, the mini dolphins next to the seals. Now, are you talking about these dolphins? Or are you talking about, let's see, because I have the glass dolphins. I have the bead dolphins and the smaller ones. I have, let's see, I've got this little, I think that's a dolphin. I've got that little tiny one. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I guess these are dolphins. I have two of those. And I got the turtle. The bead, okay. I have 4 different colors. I've got the white, green, light blue, and dark blue. Do you want me to run all of them? If you want, I mean, it's up to you. I can run one color for 3, or I'll run all 4 for 7. You want me to run one color or all 4 for 7? The light blue. Okay. Okay. Anything else? Did you see these things? This is hand blown glass. And this is hand blown glass with 24 karat gold. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's I collect stuff I like, that I think is cute, and I've got so much more stuff that's coming in, and I've got to make at a source at my favorite antique store that has a bunch of minis. Because I like things that are different, you know. The large doll. Yeah, this little tiny thing. Yes, it does. Uh, Chab. It says Cabernet on it. So I'll run it in case you're interested in it. I know, right? And they're hard to find. The minis are really hard to find because in the antique stores, they want the bigger pieces. Well, a lot of them. I got vintage glass behind me right now that would blow your mind. And I sell that, but honestly, I minis. I'm actually thinking about cobalt bottle with cork. This one. Oh yeah, that's pretty. I'm actually thinking about trying to, honestly, yes, I can phase out my big glass, and I'm gonna turn my camera around here in just a minute and show y'all what I'm talking about. And just do minis. My daughter will have a heart attack, but hey, she's not on right now, so she didn't know I just said that. Anyway, um, the minis are so much easier to deal with. Um, yeah, they're fun. They don't take up any room. There's a Mickey Mouse watch that I scored. You don't need a monster. We got plenty here. It takes me a while to find them. But you don't need a monster display cabinet and stuff like that, like I have to have for my glass. And I've got some beautiful stuff. I mean, I've got some antique pieces in my house that are gorgeous, and they're full of glass, and they're full of fine china, and all this other kind of stuff, and it's wonderful. Yeah, exactly, right? I can't find. I had 3 printer trays and I had to sell them 2 years ago because I needed the money and I could just die now. But you know, you got to do what you got to do. Anyway, yeah, I'd love to find. I had antique. I had the ones from the 1800s, the printer trays, old stuff. These are real peacock feathers from my peacock Indy. Yeah, you got to do what you got to do. I mean, it's you got to survive sometimes. And luckily, that is not the way it is now. Luckily, now I'm not having to go to that extreme. Um, so now I'm selling my glass, which I'll turn around and show you here in just a second. Yeah, these flowers are part of this vase. The whole thing's porcelain. Um, so yeah, but I sell all these and I sell. Y'all ready for this? My regular show. That's one cabinet. That's an old pie safe that I've got to refinish because I also refinish furniture. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. All of these, so I can see the glass in the background. Yeah, I know, right? All right. All of these, um, the first 2 shelf are all glowers. Hey, Dozer! Oh, Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, I hope you got my notes. So, 3 of your boxes went out today. 2 of them will go out tomorrow because I ran out of packing supplies. Oh my God, I was trying to figure out how to ship all that stuff. Christina, I'm in San Francisco. And yeah, so whatnot gives me till tomorrow to get your last 2 packages out, but 3 of them were picked up today and are headed to Ohio for you and your wife. And oh, this is Dee Dee. Dee Dee's my mascot. He must have had a bad night. Anyway, yeah. Oh, really? From the last show? Well, you got a bunch coming. I'm just showing my mini people the other stuff, like we were running that I normally run. And I was just telling them, don't you tell Devin I said this. I got a lot of rusty crusty down there, guys. That I'm thinking about phasing out all the glass, all this big stuff here because it's so much work to pack. Okay. Yes, please do bookmark because and Dozer will tell you I get crazy in these shows sometimes. That's Indy my peacock. Um, and I'll start lowering prices to the point that it's kind of ridiculous. You would not believe what Dozer Doug got Friday. I looked at it, I said, "Oh my God!" But that's okay. Dozer, I sold my clock. She sold us today. All right, let's run these minis. You're like, we're tired of looking at your damn glass. Show us some minis. All right, but yeah, I'm really seriously considering phasing out glass because glass is just the big glass and the china and all that. It's just so hard to pack, and and then you pray that it makes it there okay, and it's just yeah, it is. And okay, let's see what do I have? Those 3, yeah. So this is for the light blue dolphin. Now I've been rattling my brains here. This is for the light blue dolphin. Sorry, Patty. I'm sorry it took me so long to get to him. Um, it's just the minis are so much easier, um, and I love them. And Patty, you got that one, and it's like, yeah. So, but I got glass in the house. I got milk glass and stuff that I haven't even pulled out yet. I haven't even run in a show. I got Rusty Crusty. Thank you, Patty. I do better not on camera. Devin, my daughter, um, Dozer will tell you she's the little star. She's young. This is for the wine bottle, and she's the character, and her and I banter back and forth. But I do all the sourcing, all the cleaning, all the putting into the inventory, all the shipping, and I'm getting tired. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, these are cute. Check how cute that is. Now these are resin; they're not glass. Just want to let you know that. I don't know what they came off of, but they're cute ones. I know, I know. We get, well, I tell you what, we get riled up, especially when my daughter is on the show. Okay, this is for the grapes, and we get to talking and cutting up with, with the people in the room, and it's like, sometimes it gets naughty. Yeah, what can I say? And blah blah. You got that one, but we have a lot of fun. At least we try to. All right, hang on, guys. Come on. There we go. All right. And then the last request I had. Thank you for sharing. Hey, Miss Sue. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you for sharing the show. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. We're all recovering from the 4th of July. So I'm gonna run this at 3. And whoops. There we go. Doug will tell you. Dozer will tell you. I get a little crazy in my shows, and I let things go as low as I can sometimes. I like knowing they're going to a new home, going to for another, especially if I source them and I find them in the wild. All right, by you nurse, you got that. Um, and yeah, I mean it's fun. The main reason I do it though is to try to raise a little bit of money to. It does get a little, well, not too much out of hand. Those are we were talking about bourbon Friday. Oh, good grief! It was crazy. It was crazy, people. But we did have a lot of fun. That yeah. Yeah, it's yeah, Rosebud, you should come to, even if you're not buying anything, just come and listen to some of the chats. It's crazy. We get nuts. There is no telling what we'll talk about. It yeah. Okay. So for the new people that have come in, let me show you these cute little buckets. Show you some stuff I have. Got some Mardi Gras mask going on. Got a little outhouse. Some little deer antler um, round things are pretty cool. I actually had a chandelier made out of resin one time. Those things are expensive. But now I have some old farm lights hanging over my dining room table. Bigger pieces. Pepper shaker holder, and these come off. That's his saddle bags. That's the salt. The other is the pepper. That is a real alligator head. A real thing, poor little thing. And they gave him red eyes when they were doing his eyes. But it is real. I got him in Morgan City. I remember where I was. This is good for my Halloween show. It's a wizard or something. Um, this little thing is pretty. It's porcelain or ceramic. Little gift bag. And these are some of the bigger pieces that I have. Then we'll start getting smaller. Cool little galvanized milk jug looking thing going on. It's a roll of chicken wire, and I sell it by the foot. It's miniature chicken wire. And some more of my salvage, just some antique door handles. This I found. This is cut out of some type of stone. I do not know what kind of stone that is. And this is either, we haven't decided if it's a rabbit or an angel, but it's cut out of alabaster. It's pretty cool. My phone's telling me to back up. I'm losing my Wi-Fi. Yeah, it's pretty cool. This is all hand painted stuff. This thing is pretty exquisite. I'm not really into Oriental, but apparently it's a thing. So even if I'm not into something, but I like the way it looks, and I think someone might buy it or might like it, I'll get it. This is cool. Scarlett, leave the ducks alone. Sorry, my dogs are playing with my ducks, and my ducks are not impressed. If y'all were in my last show last week, my ducks took over the show. Pretty much. But yeah, it depends, and you never know what you'll find when you're out in the wild. Go on, ducks. If last week with the ducks, well, I fixed that problem. I don't know if you noticed that I put a duck in the little banner for this show and the peacock. Oh, thank you, Bayou Nurse. I'll get your stuff shipped out tomorrow. All right. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean yeah. When I see a piece of glass in the antique store, I mean around here they want. Of course, you must certainly promote your show. Thank you for asking. Yes, absolutely. And good luck to you. And it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun. And you'll develop a following of people that like your style, I guess, or your stuff. And yeah, it's neat. And the people here on Whatnot, the different sellers and buyers. First show tonight. Good luck. Peacock's in the chat for her, please. Guys, y'all go bookmark her, show her some love. And brass glass cats roses. Ooh, I will bookmark your show. Of course, I've got to sell some stuff to get some more. Nothing quite as odd as seeing a 300-pound man with a foot-long beard. Ah, yeah, you make some crazy friends. I'm gonna tell you what, Rosebud. We have made some crazy friends, even though we've never met in person. We have had so much fun. Dozer's one of them, him and his wife, and we've had we have a lot of fun, and you get to know people even just through the chat and stuff. I mean, they get to see you. You can't see them unless they're a seller. But it's a lot of fun, and and for the most part, uh, swan. Ooh, where was I? Did have a swan. Wait. Oh, I saw my little white one. I have this swan, trinket swan. Is that the one you're talking about? Blah blah. I don't know. Hey, Lori. That's a pelican. Maybe too big. Yeah, I had that little white one. You may have bought that. Did you buy that little white one for me last show? I had a little white one. I need to get some more. Oh dear, the ducks are having issues. Um, hey! Oh, that's what they're making duck eggs. That's what they're doing. Okay. Life on the farm, guys. What can I say? What can I say? The little paintings. Yeah, I've got Mona Lisa, Starry Night. That's a floral. I'm not sure what it is. And then that's sunflowers. You want me to run all of them? I'm just about out of them. I think, yeah, I think these are the last that I have. If you want them. That's fine too, but I'll run them. All right. Okay, going up. Yeah, I need to, before I sign off, I need to go on the chat and bookmark your show for tonight. I will, I don't know that I have it. Didn't take them, but yeah, I know, right? Um, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. I do it to raise the money to feed all of my massive amount of animals that I have. I have around roughly about 50 animals. So it's a lot of work. And it's just me, so but you know it's so much fun though, especially sourcing, of course. Yeah, I love it. I mean, I love it because I get excited. I'm like, oh, somebody might like that, or somebody might like that, and you know, and then when I'm able to sell something, although it takes forever for whatnot to get the money to you until you hit 1,000. And those, if you're still on, we're at almost 750. We're close. Some indie feathers. Dozer was saying in our last show, he bought a whole bunch of glass from us, and he was saying, "I'm trying to get you to 1,000." I'm like, "Well, you got about that." The last show, so he almost got 300 more to go. 300 more pieces. So it hadn't hit 1,000 yet, but we're getting there. We're getting there. We're close. I can't wait. And everybody tells me, man, once you hit 1,000, everything changes. It's so much better because then you don't have to wait for 2 weeks. Yes, you can spell something out. So this is what I've been doing. I've been doing them $1 a letter. You put it this way: if you have 6 letters, then I'll run it at 5. I mean, I'm not crazy. You know, I don't go nuts. So I'm happy to spell your name out. This is what I did with mine, and what I do that I've discovered is I put them on these long toothpicks, and you can take a little piece of tape or whatever, and then that way they all stay together. So if you would like me to spell your name out, I had one lady about 3 shows ago. I have plenty. Um, I had one lady who I did her name, her daughter's name, and her granddaughter's name, I believe. And then she put it on on her shelf. So okay, well let me run these requests, and you decide if you want me to spell a name. I most certainly can. Would be happy to, and I'll even put them on a toothpick for you. That's how I usually ship them anyway. Okay, so all right. So we're gonna do the lovely lady, Miss Mona Lisa, first. And I need to find some more miniatures. Sometimes these things are hard to find, or you just find the same ones over and over. I'm looking for different, let's see, okay, make sure it's 3, yeah. I'm looking for, I want to get some different stuff. I want to get some stuff that nobody else has, you know? Or they're not quite as common. Like I do have the Wades, and I've got more Wades coming. Um, yeah, and so I mean, I do, I like what everybody else collects and sells, but I like to find stuff that people are like, where did you find that? Well, because most of the time I have a story. Okay, let's put your name here. So keep everybody straight. And that's like all my glass. All my glass, I mean, I can just about tell you, number one, what it is, how long I've had it, and where I found it. Because, oh, there we go. Because that's how I got started on Whatnot. I had so much stock. I collected for 30 years, a little over 30 years. This one's running. And it was crazy. I mean, the stuff I had in my house was just nuts. So I started selling, and I tried the eBay route and all that, but and yeah, you get more money if you sell on eBay or um, Etsy and stuff like that, but you don't have the interaction. You don't get to talk to anybody. Just sit and hope somebody buys whatever it is you have, and you make more money. But being able to interact and make friends is a lot more fun to me, you know. And with me doing it with my daughter, we cut up so bad. Sometimes it's, oh, you unlocked beignet. Okay, here you go. Use that coupon. And here's the last one. Oh, wait, am I? Make sure I'm doing it right. Yeah. And I'm thinking about getting, I found some mini wooden frames. I think they're unfinished, but I can finish them. And because I'm also a photographer. And believe it or not, my favorite thing to shoot is macro. Like where you can see the eyelashes on a dragonfly. That's actually my favorite thing to shoot. So I've been thinking about getting those mini frames and printing them because I have a professional photo printer and framing my own work. And oh, that's good. Oh, yeah, yeah. My daughter's she's she's a handful. She's a live wire. She's a handful, but we have a lot of fun. We love bouncing off each other and picking on each other. Excuse me. Um, let's see here. Everybody's liking the mini minis. Let's see what I got. Like, for instance, this guy. Okay. This little guy, I'm not sure. I think he's resin. I'm not, I don't think he's wood. Anyway, so I went to the Bahamas about, ooh, I don't know, 17, 18 years ago, something like that. Went to Nassau. And of course, when you're in the Bahamas, you buy everything in the world that says Bahamas on it. So he was on a leather bracelet. And I had him for had it for years, a little bracelet and all that. Well, eventually the leather wears out. And I had the little turtle on there. And I said, well, let me take him off. Because he would make a nice little mini on a shelf. So that's the story. Whoops. About this little turtle. And some pieces have stories and some don't, but that's the turtle story. He is from the Bahamas. All right, thank you for looking at him. All right, I'm going to do a scan. Ducks, it's not time to eat yet. So guys, how about getting your ducks in a row? There's 5 of them. I have 6, but there's 5 of them. They're the ones that came in. Yeah, they came in my last show and basically stole my show. That's my very old dog there. She's about 13 or 12. Stole the show. And yeah, it was complete chaos. They came into the studio, and of course, I don't want them in the studio because it was crazy. Wasn't it nuts, Bev? Oh, all your stuff went out today too, hon. And I put a few little extra goodies in your box. Um, yeah, you gonna have Christmas when you get that box. I like doing that. Little lanyard means a little something extra, and I enjoy doing that. I like for someone to open the box and say, "Oh wow, that's cool," you know. So, and I only enjoy what they bought, but I try to do little Louisiana love. Sending some Louisiana love. So there's some indie feathers. And he's better. He's going to start dropping here. I thought had already started dropping, but he hadn't yet. So these are last year's feathers. They do drop their feathers. I don't know, Bev. With her, I have no clue. And I mean, the only one that I for sure know the name on is Gimp. I call her Gimp. It's a little hen because she was born with a bad foot. Doesn't work properly. But I'm gonna tell you what, that little sucker. Um, Even though she's gimpy, she can flat move. When you bring out the food and it's time for them to go in and eat, she'll flat move. So she's doing pretty darn well. So that's the only one that I really have ever named is Gimp or Gimpy, which is probably a terrible thing to call her. But I do have no, she's not a pet. She's wild. But I do also have a 3-legged mama coon who hangs out in my barn and loves to eat my cat food. And I named her Charlotte. I have no clue why I named her Charlotte, but I named her Charlotte. The little cake. This here, a raccoon with the fruit on top. Are you talking about this? Yeah, she's a three-legged mama coon, and I know because she came up when she first started coming up. More right. This or that? That's Brie. Or blue and red berries. Oh, this back here? Yeah, with the berry. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, that's raspberries and a blackberry. I didn't even notice that. Good eye. Um, so yeah, so Charlotte came up, and I noticed that she obviously had kits, and I used to do wildlife rehab. Y'all, those of y'all that come in my shows know the whole story. Used to do wildlife rehab, and raccoons are some of my favorites to rehab. They get a bad rap. And I am vaccinated against rabies, just so you know. I am legit. Went through the whole thing because I was a vet tech for a long time. And anyway, so she would come up, and Charlotte got to where she was. You have to be careful, and I do not advocate getting too friendly with raccoons because it can create a problem. But in her case, I felt so sorry for her, having 3 legs, and she could flat scale a tree. Yes, I have Beanie Babies. Would you like Beanie Babies? I'll run them really cheap because I really like $3 each. I have some beanies and other plush. And husky. I do have a husky. Where is he? Yes, if you would like me to run Beanie Babies, I would love to. Because I'm not a collector of Beanie Babies, but I had a chance. More right of the waves. Oh, you talking about him laying down? Yeah, that's a husky. You want me to run him? Not a problem. Look, I know. Believe me. And when we first started, we're so new and we're still learning, but I didn't know you have a husky. My daughter has a uh, Malamute, and everybody assumes that he's a husky, but he's a Malamute, and he has no tail. Somebody chopped off his tail before she got him. He's a rescue. We do a lot of rescue. Most of my animals here are rescues. Part wolf. I had a coy dog, part coyote, part dog that I rescued years ago. Okay, does anybody want me to run the Beanie Babies? I would love to. Please say yes. robins. Oh, cool. I mean, as long as you're smart about it, you do have to know what you're doing, especially when it comes to raccoons, because of rabies. Um, so you do have to be very careful. But also, I raised squirrels and rabbits and possums and you name it. I rehabbed a bunch of big birds when I was in Florida, like osprey and things like that. The osprey were my favorite. Pelicans. Devin loves to tell everybody she used to have a pelican in her bathtub, and I did because in Florida the pelicans would go after the fish that were on a line with a hook. And unfortunately, what would happen in a lot of cases is they would swallow that hook, trying to eat the fish. And then they would come into the shelter that I was running, and then I'd have to remove the hook without tearing up its esophagus. And it takes a little while for them to recover from that. So that and broken wings, or they get fishing line wrapped around their wings. That happened a lot in Florida. And so I'd have to rehab them and get them well enough to release them. I'll tell you what, the best feeling in the world is taking. I didn't. The ospreys to me were the best, but the pelicans are second best. But when they were finally to here, yeah, in most cases, if you find them, right, just make sure they're not in the sun. But Mama will come and get them in most cases. If you find baby birds, and either get them back where they belong, or um, in most cases they'll take care of them because they're really hard. I mean, I have raised them, but the baby birds like that are really, really hard to raise. They typically do not do well when you're trying to raise them. Um, 2 to 3 were fine. They were fledglings. Yeah, they're learning. That's what they're doing. That's absolutely what they're doing, Beth. Okay, the cake is running. Yeah, they're fledglings and they're going, oh, I didn't know what these wings are for. And they hit the ground. And in most cases, mom will fuss and fuss and fuss, and then they'll finally, and you got that rosebud, and then finally make it up to wherever mom is in the lower branches and such, and hopefully survive. I have hand fed baby birds whose eyes weren't open, but it's not easy. Thank you, Rosebud. And here is for now. This one is ceramic, so I'm probably gonna need to run the husky at 5. Um, okay, and he's running. What a husky. Yeah, I have hand fed, and there's a particular. It's called Pretty Bird. Believe it or not, is the maker. At least it was. This was 40 years ago, guys. And Rosebud, you got that. Um, and it's that you have to hand make the mash. You have to warm it before you feed it, and it's a lot of work. But the best, going back to what I was saying, the best feeling that I've ever had was taking an osprey and on occasion a pelican. This is just kind of a back view of everything here. Um, and taking them to the beach and releasing them and watching them fly out over the water, like I said, the ospreys and the pelicans, once they were strong enough, and fly out over the water and take off. That was it was almost spiritual watching that when you had a bird in your care for a week or a month or whatever and was almost dead when they brought him in, and then yeah, and then they're rehabbed, and hopefully not all of them made it, but we did pretty good. Thank you, Rosebud. I so appreciate it. I've got to get in your show tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to buy a thing because I'm kind of broke, but I will definitely come in and support you. And somebody please buy these Beanie Babies. I really want to get them 2 new homes and these plush toys. Um, and yeah, I would definitely come in and support you. and share the show. That's what it's all about. Is all of us helping each other, and hanging out. And then you'll see a name once you start doing it. You'll see a name. It's like, oh hey, so and so. Oh hey, and you make friends, and it's really cool. And then you start learning. I've got one. She's a seller, and she buys from me, and I buy from her periodically. And she'll come on. She was on our last show, and she came in, and I said, "Hey, how you doing?" And I said, "What you?" She goes, "You know the style. You know my style. You know what I'm looking for." I said, "Yep." And I knew exactly because I'd been in so many of her shows. I knew what she liked. She liked very, very upscale, very nice pieces of glass and ceramic and china and things like that. Very ornate stuff. And I happened to have quite a few pieces that was right up her style. And I tell you what, and she bought a bunch of them because I knew exactly. She's like, "Yep, you know me," and she knows what I like. Although if I phase out my glass, my big glass, and that'll. I'm thinking about it. So much work, guys. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And that is another thing too. Um, if you do that experience, right? Yeah. If you're looking for, yes, I have like my mail lady. Okay, she's wonderful, and she's off today, so it was that came by, but she loves sunflowers, and I anything that I find that I buy it if I possibly can, and I've got a cup here for her. She doesn't even know yet. The mouse. Yeah, let's see which mouse. Oh, this one here. Isn't he adorable? Or I got it. Let's see. Yeah, that it's a mouse. I do have elephants, but I do still have some. Yeah, okay, little mouse. I think that's a squirrel. No, he doesn't have a tail. I don't know what he is. Uh, when you buy and sell from each other, or just people come in, guinea pig. It could be. Maybe that's what it is. That thing there, it could be a guinea pig or a gerbil. Yeah, but gerbils have tails. When I was a kid, um, yeah, they're rodents. We got lots of owls. But yeah, it's neat too when you're outsourcing. Like for her, I'm always looking for sunflowers, and then I have another friend here who also I have one hummingbird, but it's hang on, I'll show him to you. Um, yeah, it's like no, it's just a little resin thing, but you can hang it, and it's supposed to look like stained glass. Isn't that cool? So I'll go ahead and pull it and see if I want. Um, but yeah, so she likes pigs, and I mean this woman is crazy about pigs, and she's local here, and she came. Well, she came into one of my whatnot shows and bought pretty much every pig that I had, and they came and picked them up. And I've got stuff I got to go pick up from her. Grab the gator. I have two. All right, which gator? I have this gator. I have this gator, and then I have the real gator head. I've got a real gator head, like the real thing. You talking about this one? The first one. This, or, or are you talking about the big boy? This. You want the real thing. And he is real. And I'm going to tell you what, his teeth are sharp. His teeth are real sharp. Okay. I got him in Morgan City. I think I was at the Shrimp and Petroleum Festival, which I used to ride my horse in because I used to live in Morgan City. So anyways, I'm always on the look for pigs, sunflowers, and of course a lot of people like my glowers. I got some bunch of big glowers. All right, let me run these. See, I'll have to wait. Down him up a little bit. Mm-mm. Thank you for the hearts, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That allegedly helps my algorithm. I don't know. All right. Here we go. Little tiny mouse. Good Lord, things next to that gator head, it's hysterical. All right, so little tiny mouse. It'd be a low price. He's going to be a $3. I will have to look for which books. I have to look at my stack. I have a bunch, but I do have, no, they're not which. I have like 5 or 6 of the Twilight books. Um, here's the mouse. If that's, and I now I do have, as far as that kind of stuff, I've got a wizard, a pewter wizard thing. I think he's a wizard. This is for the hummingbird that I can show you. He's pretty cool. He's holding a scroll or something. This is for the hummingbird. Okay. Now, the big boy. Oh dear. Oh dear. Let's not get sick in here, please. Oh dear. Okay. I'm going to let y'all gander at him just a second because I now need one of my dogs just decided to get sick. Come on. Come on, out you go. Come on. Come on, Scarlet. Up. Up. Oh, little one farm. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Going out. Okay. Now you start off all over the place. I don't know what you got into. Never boring here, guys. Pardon me 1 second so I don't step in a mess. It's always interesting what goes on the farm. Sometimes it's not pleasant, like a dog throwing up. It's about like having a whole bunch of kids running around. At least they don't talk back. Okay. Oh dear. That's not ducks, dogs, or something. Okay, that's done. Welcome to my life, guys. Yes, I do have Beanie Babies with tags. I sure do. Okay, now this bad boy. Let me see. Something on in here I want to take off. Um, he will run for 9 because he is the real deal, and he's a big bad boy. Okay. And I don't know if you can see I wonder if his eyes glow. Ooh. Ooh, that's interesting. Anyway, they're red. Oh, it's very interesting. Ay, 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 ay. His teeth are sharp. Okay. Anyway, and yes, I will pull some Beanie Babies and I will be happy to run them. So this bad boy will run at 9. He is 6 inches by 3 inches. And it is a real gator head. It's the real thing. It's not plastic or fake or resin or anything. It is the real. I don't know how they preserve those things. Okay, here we go. And he or she came from Morgan City, down by the bayou. And if you've ever seen one, they sell them, but they're expensive little buggers. And Lisa, he is going home to you. He's getting a new home. And people come in and say, "Oh, wow, is that real?" I say, "Yep, that's real." I almost considered keeping him and using him like as a mascot, but I've already got Dee Dee the rooster, and there's a whole the Beanie Babies with tags. There's a whole story behind Dee Dee the rooster, so we've already got a mascot, and I'm like, I can't keep them all. So, okay, tag. Do you have a tag? 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 I know you're not a Beanie Baby. Okay, looks like I have some other plush. I don't think that they're Beanie Babies, but I do have I have four, it looks like, with tags. So, I have the purple rhino with its tag. I have the ostrich, Stretchy the ostrich. I have a bull, Snort is his name. And I have Iggy the iguana. He's cute. Tell you what, you don't buy him, I might keep him. I love iguanas. Okay, so I tell you what I'll do. I'll run them. I'm gonna do it one of two ways. It's up to you. Oh, okay. Oh, that's great. You won't get a real gator. Okay, I can either run them for, like I said, I told you I do it for three. I can run all three or all of them for $3 each if you don't want all of them, or I'll run all of them for $9. You let me know. I'd love for them to have a home because I don't collect Beanie Babies, but I had a chance to get them. Okay, well, we're gonna do it this way then. Here we go. Happy the Rhino. Where's my? There you go. Happy the Rhino. I got a raid. Thank you for the raid. Yay. Welcome in, everybody. Peacock's in the chat. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. We're sitting here talking about all kind of weird stuff. Gator heads and all kind of stuff. Peacock's in the chat, guys. All right. All right, since I didn't get an answer, I'm running some Beanie Babies here real quick. $3 each. This is Happy the Hippo. Or right, I think it's a hippo. Okay. Then we have Snort the Bull. And he's running. Maybe these weren't the Beanie Babies she wanted. I don't know. They're the small ones, not the big ones. Then we have the ostrich. I think that's an ostrich. It's running. And then last we'll have Iggy the iguana, and I really like him. And he, oh, is it? No, his eyes just not used to come out. There we go. There you go. I might keep this one if she doesn't want him. Okay, last one. If somebody wants him. If not, I might keep this one because I like me iguanas. There you go. I had one time. All right. And Iggy is running. Okay. So Iggy stays with me. There you go, Iggy. All right, guys. I'm probably going to do a last scan. If I see something, and if not, those of y'all that know me know the drill. It's getting close to 5 o'clock here for me, which means it's feeding time. It's 4:30, but it means it's feeding time for all my critters. So I usually do one last scan to see if anybody wants to see something. And if not, then I'll rate into someone and go feed all my masses of animals. It's like I was telling everybody in here earlier, on a farm in the middle of the woods. Oh, you were asking. Thank you, Rosebud, and I will definitely try to make it into your show. The lady was asking about the witch. This is a wizard or something. Yeah, and look, if tonight is your first show, have fun. That's the whole thing. Don't be afraid. Don't be nervous. Just say, here we go. Say that. And try to have fun. And usually on a first show, I mean, it depends. Make sure that you plaster all over the place. My first show, my first show, my first show, because apparently Whatnot will kick you to the top or put you more out there without you having to pay for promotions and all that. I did that once. Once it worked. The second time I ended up kind of losing money, so I don't pay for promotions anymore. But that is a tip that a seller told me, an experienced seller, is make sure that you put on there my first show. Put it in your title. If you do the little splash, whatever your graphic is, first show, and what you're selling. If you have a banger, if you got a hen on the nest, if you've got whatever it is that you have that is you consider your top product for sale or item for sale, first show at that top product, and then you can put and vintage or and this and blah 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 blah, and that way they know it's your first show, and they also know what it is that you're selling. I was trying to sell these damn Beanie Babies today. Can't get any takers for these suckers. Um, but anyway, that'll help get people in your show. Have fun. And like I said, and it's 7. Oh, go ahead and promote again. Tell us when it is, and make sure you put like Central Standard or Eastern or whatever time zone you're in. And I will find you and bookmark you. I'll need to do that before I sign off because you lose your chat after you sign off. By the way, just so you know, which I didn't know. I was very upset over that when I figured that out. So put the time of your show. Okay, it's tonight, 6:30 Central. Okay, all right. I'm Central Time too. Brass, glass. God, I love brass. And you can tell I have a lot of, as you saw. All right, y'all, please go follow. I'm calling you Rosebud. Um, yeah, where are you at? If you're central, you know I'm in Louisiana. So where are you? Minnesota. Wow. I do have kitchen. Your neighbors. Okay, Minnesota. Wow, that's cold up there. I thought that was Pacific time. Anyway, kitchen items. I have food. I'm supposed to be getting some dollhouse furniture any moment, actually. And I got chickens. I got some bigger chickens. I got some small chickens. Yeah, it's about 92 here right now with 100% humidity, but I'm used to it because I'm from here. Let's see, more chickens. Um, yeah, in Texas, I know. I think that's all that. No, wait, here I got. Oh, this whole thing is so cute. Good look at the chickens. I got that little girl, those guys. Person looking for chickens and food or kitchen items, and like I said, I should be getting more. I will be getting more. Getting some dollhouse furniture in today, and I believe it's kitchen. As a matter of fact, I think that because I ordered a set, I wanted to look at them. I've never ordered from them before. And so I say if it works out well, they'll be in my show tomorrow because I'm planning on having a show every day for about 4 days. Trying to dozer. Dozer, your wife likes roosters? Thanks, Rosebud. Like I said, I'm gonna before I sign off, I'll go and follow you. Okay? Dozer, Doug, if your wife likes roosters, I got some roosters. You saw those rooster plates I had Friday. But I got rooster figurines. I got a little hen. Mess of everything, rooster. You too, Rosebud. I'm fixing to sign off here myself. And have fun. Good luck with your show. Have fun. That's the biggest thing. I mean, if you don't have fun, what's the point in doing it? You know what I mean? You gotta have fun. I mean, that should be for just life in general. Okay, guys, if y'all don't see anything, I'm probably going to go raid somebody because it's about time to go feed all my masses of animals. Thank y'all so much for being in here. And I really appreciate it. Um, and I will be doing minis tomorrow and Wednesday. Tomorrow's Tuesday, right? Yeah. Tomorrow and Wednesday, and then I'll be doing my regular big glass, and I'm gonna be doing a show called Opposites Attract, and it's gonna be Rusty Crusty. Let's see. Hang on. I'm bookmarking. There we go. First show, vintage variety. Awesome. Got you, Rosebud. Got your mark. Um. So yeah. So Tuesday, Wednesday, I'll be doing the minis. Thursday, we're doing our regular show, but it's going to be opposite attract. It's going to be Rusty, Crusty, and Salvage. I've got some furniture pieces I think I'm going to be able to put in, and mixed with glass with class. So some nice glass stuff right next to your Rusty Crusty. It ought to be a lot of fun. It's about like Devin and I's personality. I'd like to say I'm the classy one, but not always. Okay, guys, thank y'all so much. Iggy says thank you. He may be, you know what? He may be my mini mascot. I just may keep him. I'll let Dee Dee be my big boy show mascot, and I'll let him be my mini mascot. All right, guys, I'm going to find somebody to raid. Thank y'all so much. When you get there, put peacocks in the chat. Thank you so much. Let's see. Who am I going to raid? Do I know anybody in here? Yeah. Moon Sugar Mercantile. Here we go, guys. Thank you. Peacocks in